Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and as you can see, we have the brand new X-23 all new Wolverine uniform. Your boy picked it up, and we went ahead and got this thing up to legendary just because I had a bunch of biometrics on hand to get the girl all the way up to pretty much legendary. Now we are missing a couple bios here, but I will try and get the rest from danger room, I guess. Right, or from the shield processor, because I'm not going to use a mythic ticket on her. Let's start this thing off by showing you guys the uniform bonuses for her. This blade uniform is the best and literally the only way to play blade in 2020 2021, right? Like, if you want to use blade for anything, is the only way to use it, but it's not necessarily a great uniform in my opinion, right? And that's coming from a blade fan. This uniform for Yelena, it's a banger, so if you want to pick that up, go ahead and do that. It's actually really good. Star-Lord is actually pretty good. This one specifically is really good, so you can go ahead and pick that up. Moving on, let's actually go back to the options here, and then the last one is Mysterio. It's not necessarily a groundbreaking uniform, but it is pretty good for the character, I'll tell you that. He has a sizable buff in this uniform. So those are the options for X-23. However, overall, is this uniform even worth buying? Or is it yet another disappointing release for a Wolverine? Right? There's multiple different versions of Wolverine in the game. We have his son Dakin, we have X-23, and then we have like what? I forget how many uniforms for Wolverine, 4 or 5, right? And Wolverine is just basically an afterthought in Marvel Future Fight. It's quite sad, pathetic even, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like, you know what I'm saying? 5 different versions of Wolverine. They're all trash. We got his son, and who really talks about him? Does anybody even remember that he's in the game? Right? No, they don't. Sorry. Right? And then we have X-23, and the thing is, the one thing that they all have in common, like besides having claws and a healing factor, is that they all suck when it comes to damage. When it comes to damage, all the Wolverines in the game are lacking. All of them. Dakin, Wolverine, and X-23. And they've had multiple different uniforms to fix this issue. This time, did they do it? Well, that's what we're going to find out over the next couple days, because X-23 did get an awakened skill to go along with the uniform. So we will be testing her extensively, both with a damage proc and a CTP, and we will transcend her just for the content. So smash the like button for your boy, man. We're gonna donate the resources to science. But besides that, what did they do for her? So they buffed her tier 2 passive by 8% on the skill damage and 5% on the bonus damage. They like to do this these days, like these small incremental increases on multiple different passives for a character. Like, for example, on her Wild Sense passive here, they actually doubled the all attack and the defense buff and then kept the rest the same. So before it was giving her 10% all attack, now it's giving her 20%. So that's actually not bad. That's a 10% attack buff and a 10% survivability buff for when she takes damage. Essentially, you want to keep her HP below 100%, and you can keep this thing up pretty much all the time. So that's pretty good. In addition to that, she now has accumulation. Now, I see this and then I think to myself, if X-23 can have accumulation, why doesn't base kit Wolverine, not even base kit, why does Wolverine not have any accumulation on his kit? Okay, that's something we'll discuss in another video. They're just picking and choosing who they want to give accumulation to. But then again, just because she has accumulation doesn't mean she's good. It just means she's set up to do well, right? And besides that, she has a 20% attack buff here. She can penetrate, barrier, shield, damage, immunity, and all that stuff. But I don't see very much PvP value in this character's kit. I really don't think so. Not with the meta the way it is. No. Anyways, she also has defense down. But besides that, there's not really too much here that I would write home about. We have some iframes sprinkled in and stuff, but she always had iframes in her kit. What she was lacking the most was damage, so we're going to take her into some content and see how she functions. With this new uniform, I think the best way to play her would be to go something like 3, cancel into 5, and then you just do this 5th skill that has a really long animation and a plethora of hits and a large radius. It looks amazing, But here's the thing. This skill itself is copy paste, right? Which is completely fine if they want to do that, right? Cool. But here's the thing. Wolverine has pretty much the exact same skill, only there is no team up, right? And we already know that with Wolverine, this skill, it's like watching a cat scratch a post after the cat has been declawed, right? So I want to see if X-23 is actually the same way. And that's part of the reason why I'm going to transcend this character, because when I transcend her, I want to see how she compares to Wolverine himself, right? Is she better or worse due to the fact that she has accumulation and he doesn't? We'll have to wait and see, right? Again, I'm being a bit like cynical or salty or whatever right out the gate, but when it comes to Wolverines in this game, they usually get shafted, so it always leaves a bitter taste in my mouth when I see a Wolverine get a uniform and it doesn't live up to the expectations that the player base has for them. Because, you know, Wolverines, whether it's X-23, Dakin, or Logan himself, it's an easy way for the devs to make money, but it always feels scummy when the players end up buying uniforms and then they feel like they get robbed, right? But let's jump in. Let's do a stage 75 with her. I kind of hope that she would be able to do more, just because, in case you guys haven't seen my first video, right, I did test Rogue and she was able to go up to 85, right? And I was hoping that X-23 could do the same, but to be fair, I do have more invested in my Rogue than my X-23, so that's why I'm not too upset that she's down here at 75. It's still a good look, but we'll have to wait and see once we transcend her, or like once we awaken her, or once we invest more in her, to see where she kind of taps out, right? All right, so let's see if this uniform is another dud for X-23 and for the Wolverine family in general. Let's go pop, pop, and then let's go 3 and then 5. Not even a bar. Okay, so the oh, I thought the third skill took the proc there. Anyways, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing in terms of damage per se. But then again, it is 75. It is, the thing is, the game has changed quite a bit, so like I think, to me, we should be able to tank that. She's pretty tanky. To me, I think about stage 75, stage 80 is the new stage 50 for me. So like, this is about mid, maybe. Okay, high. Maybe it's like high, mid to high. I didn't get my accumulation there because for whatever reason it didn't activate when I pressed the button. Okay, fifth skill can be cancelled if they iframe you even though you're already attacking, so that's something we're gonna have to knock her for. Oop. Maybe I should use the 2 instead of the 4. I guess I do like the synergy between the 3rd and the 4th. The cooldowns just mesh together really nicely, so when the 3rd is ready to be used, so is the 5th. Okay, come on. It's nice that they gave her immunity on the 3rd skill. I do think this could have been faster. I think it could have been a little bit faster, maybe like 15-20 seconds faster. But I don't think this is like an impressive showing so far. Just my 2 cents. I don't think it's impressive. I think it's mid. It's the stand right there. Put that up. And nice. See, if she was doing that damage from the beginning without the buffs, maybe once we get the awaken skill, we'll see that kind of damage. Any kind of iframe ignore? No, nothing. Okay. So we got the accumulation. Okay. I like that that spear that she creates at the end, that energy spear. I don't know how she created that, but it looks cool. It looks cool. Do that, and then do 3, and then we're gonna get guard broken. Oh no, we didn't get guard broken. That's nice. Can she survive this even? I think, nope, I think she was gonna die there. Let's just pop that, and then oh wow, the whole map is getting blitzed. I think we live though. That's one thing about the Wolverines. They can take a beating. The problem is they can't dish it out. And it doesn't matter if you can take a beating if you just get run out of time, right? Because either way, whether they kill you or you run out of time, you still lose, right? So if you lose by taking 5 minutes or lose by dying in like 1 minute, frankly, I'd rather my characters die and lose in 1 minute so I can just restart than take 5 minutes and then lose. I just lost 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, she's not impressing me. I'm sorry. Like, it's 75, I know, but like, X, man. Let me rerun it, boys. Let me see if we can do better. Let's see if we can actually get this girl to do some big damage. Okay, that was kind of like mid. That was kind of mid. Yeah, I don't know, man. This one might not be it either. I don't know. And I think at this point it's kind of becoming clear that Wolverines in this game, I don't know. You tell me where they belong, bro. Like, how can we get so many Wolverine uniforms and all of them just end up being mid? Is it a vendetta that they have against Wolverine characters? I don't know. Or I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, the damage is just not there. Again, maybe it's because I'm aiming high. Maybe I should just aim low, and if I aim low and then they do well, then we can say, hey, at least they can do this. Nah, bro. We gotta aim higher. I think 75 to 80 is where most characters coming in right now should be before they get an awakening. Like, not even coming in. Like, she's level 70, right? She's level 70 with a legendary uniform. I don't think this is too much to ask for. Wow, got cancelled. That is a big yikes. Nice. Okay. Do think we could have done that faster. So we'll just chalk that up to being a little bit slower. Let's do that. Actually, probably shouldn't have done that, but it's fine because we'll be able to put up a next one. So we do that, then we go 3 and then 5. We have the buff from Fury and the buff from Dazzler, and it only did like 2 bars. Fury buff, we only did like, well, no Fury buff, only did like 1/4 of a bar. Ooh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oof, I don't know, she might have survived that, but I didn't want to risk it. Yeah, man, she's kind of mid. She's kind of mid. She's no Gambit. Like, even without Gambit's awakened skill, she's no Gambit. But again, by that same notion, she's no Nightcrawler, I don't think. Like, I do think she's gonna be at least better than him. I think Nightcrawler is gonna just be the worst character from the update. Oh gosh, I laughed to hide the pain, guys. I laughed to hide the pain. My guy, Kurt Wagner. Ay, ay, ay. Dios mío. Okay, so it looks like she's gonna be able to pull through. A couple more rotations that look like, yeah, look like that. She's easy to play too. Like, it's just 3-5-4, 3-5-4. So just, yeah, smooth. And because of how long the 5th skill is, your proc will pretty much always end up at some point going off on that skill with so many hits. Yeah. Okay, so 75 is possible here. That's good. They did change her to combat, so like ABX players might be able to get some extra value out of her for the combat female day. I think that's coming up tomorrow, like after reset, depending on when you see this. So that's decent, I guess. I don't know if that, I would say that's impressive. 75, no awakening, no transcendence, nothing. I think it's decent. Let's see if we can slap up Pietro. We'll use the same kind of wonky setup that we did with Rogue. Let's see, where are you? You should be able to survive. All right, let's see if we can shred up this guy. All right, we took some damage to activate her passive, so we should do like a decent amount of damage. Nope. By the way, for anybody who's wondering why I'm not using Ignore Dodge Strikers for any of these stages, it's because we have Dazzler. She gives us 70%, okay? So we don't need any. Well, we could get another 30%, but like, I don't want any strikers in here to mess up what I'm doing. I could take a couple hits here just to get her passive. Okay. We're looking decent so far. Like, not in terms of like doing the damage, it's just like surviving the wrath of Quicksilver. Alright, so we use the 3rd. 5th has really good tracking, eh? Just like following him everywhere. So let's use the 4. Oh shoot. Yo, we almost got clapped. Man's almost dropped us off. Okay, come on. Yo, the paralysis is so useful. In case you guys are wondering why Pietro is not moving too much, it's because she has paralysis, and that's actually keeping him in place. And trust me, it does so much work against Pietro. Like, the longer you can keep him in place, the better. Oh gosh. Yep. The stupid Eye of the Abyss thing threw off everything that I had going for me right there. paralysis from the force skill is actually super clutch. Okay, where's my proc? Oh no. Oh crap. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Proc. There we go. And then let's get the paralysis back on him. Thank you. And then the next rotation should be good. No? Bro, this paralysis from the force skill is literally saving my bacon right now. It's literally saving my bacon. Come on. Yeah, I think we got this. All right, so we got it. Overall, I don't think she's like a terrible character by any means, but I don't think too many people are gonna be like impressed, like blown out of the water with her uniform right away. Maybe if her awaken skill just hits really hard, then people could justify purchasing the uniform and then awakening / transcending her to make her like as good as she can be. And I will be investing more in her, so you guys can look out for more content to see what my final verdict on her actually is. But for now, I think she's like a decent, like mid-tier character. I don't think she's nothing that you absolutely need to have. But if you're an ABX player, if you look at the combat female superhero options, she's one of the best. Right, we really only have like Crescent, who we know by now is just a leadership. We have Valkyrie. Valkyrie's a support, but Valkyrie hits pretty decently, right? So it really comes down to like who's better between her and Valkyrie, right? And that's what people are gonna have to test. I guess not people, but ABX players per se, right? They're gonna have to test which one is better for ABX, and then from there people have to decide if outside of ABX if she's even worth building, because we know that Valkyrie is worth building because she offers you so much as a support character for null. But for her, you have combat characters if you need them, so like I don't know if she's worth transcending just to take on null if you don't really care about the character, right? You have Moon Knight, you have Venom, you have Carnage. Yeah, it's you have options, better ones from what I'm seeing right now anyways. But I'll test her out more and I'll give you guys my final verdict in the future, so look out for that. I'm gone. Peace.